Most people fail before they even start. Not because the plan was wrong, not because the timing was bad, because the person executing it was not ready. They are not aware of that. They thought the problem was outside of them. This is the thing nobody tells you when you're young and want to change your life. Success is not about what you do. It is about who you are when you do it. And who you are starts in your mind. Look at the people around you. You know someone who had every advantage and did nothing with it. Real talent, great opportunity, and somehow nothing came out of it. You also know the opposite. Someone who had no reason to succeed, no money, no connections, no support. They pushed through anyway and got to where they wanted to go. The difference was not luck. It was not circumstance. It was how each of those people thought about themselves and about what was possible for them. The mind is the key. It is the factor that makes the difference. Your subconscious mind controls more of your life than you realize. Every belief you carry about yourself, everything you have been told, and everything you have told yourself over the years, your subconscious has absorbed all of it and accepted it as it is. And now it is organizing your behavior, your decisions, your reactions, according to that truth. Every single day, without you noticing, if somewhere inside you, you believe you are not the type of person who succeeds, your mind will protect that belief. It will create doubt at the exact moment you need confidence. It will find reasons to stop when you need to push forward. It will make sure your life stay consistent with the story it has accepted about you. This is not a personal weakness. This is how the human mind works. The problem is that most people never question the story. They just live inside of it their whole life. And this is where most people misunderstand what changing your mindset actually means. They think it is a single moment, one decision, one realization, one shift. And after that, everything is different. It does not work that way. Changing your mindset is something you commit to every single day. It is discipline applied to how you think, not just what you do. You have to work on it consistently, seriously, over a long period of time. The same way a man builds his body through daily training, you build your mind through daily effort and daily resistance. And the reward is worth it, because the man who has done that work reaches a point where things that used to stop him no longer stop him. Not because his life became easier, because his mind became stronger than the obstacles in front of him. Your thoughts are not facts. Remember that. That voice inside you that says that this is not for you, that you are too late, that other people have something that you do not, that voice is telling you the truth. It is telling you a story that was built over years, and just because something has been repeated for a long time does not make it true. Every time you accept that voice as truth, you give it control over your decisions. Every time you look at it and choose to act anyway, you take that control back. The man you respect most, the ones who got to where they wanted to go, they were not free of doubt. They simply stopped letting doubt make the final decision. They felt it and moved forward regardless. That is the only difference between them and the people who stayed where they are. There's something else worth saying. Your past is not what is holding you back. The way you think about your past is what holds you back. Everything you have been through shaped you into someone specific. The hard moments, the losses, the failures, the things that did not go the way you wanted. All of that gave you a perspective nobody else has. Nobody else has lived your exact experience. Nobody else sees things exactly the way you do. That is not a disadvantage. That is something to build from. The men who go furthest are usually the ones who took everything that happened to them and turned it into motivation to move forward instead of a reason to stay still. Stop seeing your story as a burden. Start seeing it as something that qualifies you. So here's what you actually need to do. Decide who you want to become, not the version that feels safe and comfortable. The real version. The one that when you think about it, honestly, feels almost too far away to believe in right now. That man, who is he? What does he believe about himself? How does he handle pressure? What does he do when everything around him is telling him to stop? What does he refuse to accept about himself and about his life? Get specific, because once you know who that man is, you have a direction. And every day, every decision, every moment where you feel resistance, you ask yourself one question. Is what I'm about to do moving me toward that man or away from him? That question applied honestly and consistently over time will change who you are. Not because it is a theory, because direction maintained over time always leads somewhere. Small decisions compound identity is built through repetition. And one day you look back and realize you are no longer the same person who started. The last thing I want to say is this. Most people are waiting to feel ready, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the doubt to disappear before they start. The doubt does not disappear. What changes is your relationship with it. You do not become the man first and then start moving. You start moving and you become the man in the process. Every time you push through when everything in you wants you to stop, every time you hold yourself to a standard when nobody is watching, every time you choose the harder path because you know it is the right one. That is how identity changes. That is how your subconscious updates a picture of who you are. And once it believes you are someone who does not quit, everything shifts. What felt out of reach starts to feel possible. Not because the world changed, because you did. You have one life. The question is not whether you are capable. You are. The question is whether you are willing to do the daily work of becoming the person that capability belongs to. That work starts in your mind, and it starts now.